anyways, my last video cut off. So I was saying that it's easy for us to compare ourselves to other people and feel like, oh man, I want what they have, and not really realizing that that person has worked extremely hard to be where it is that they are. But of course, whenever you feel like you're lacking something, it's easy to not be able to pay attention to what it is that you do have, instead of, you know, externally thinking that there's something that you need when it's really something that you have to work on inside. And I'm learning this, and I'm having to work through this, and it's not the easiest to work through. I will be completely transparent. But it is something that I am starting to understand. And it's detrimental to everybody, but it's really detrimental to me, because when I get in this place to where I feel like I need to compare myself, then I get in this weird kind of like competitive place, and it's like, but it's not even really like, it doesn't even show up like externally, like me like needing to say something, or if I do, it's subconsciously, it's not consciously me saying it. And I've gone over conversations that I've had in the past with people, and I've reflected on it and thought about like how I showed up and how insecure I actually sounded when I was speaking my truth at that time. It was true to me at that time, but really was coming from a place of lack within my own self. And so I'm just literally having to fucking work through that. After my other phone, like, it got too hot because it's in front of the heater. I forgot the heater was on. But I was shuffling the cards, and I got, comparing yourself to another is an insult to you. So just remember that. If you are scrolling down social media, like, you are in complete divine alignment with everything it is that you need to do. And behind comparing yourself to another is an insult to you is stay in your lane, sis. Like, it's easy to feel like we're missing out on something, or like there's something that we need because we haven't really fully worked through what it is that we need internally. And I do feel like last year I had the opportunity to work on myself externally, but Spirit has sat me down for the last few months to really cultivate and work on what it is that I need to work on internally. Easier said than done, because it's a fight sometimes, but it's requiring me to choose, forgive, humble, love, be, release old pains, to be empowered, and that allows me to raise my vibration. Bless, jewel, shine. So whenever you are finding yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, remember that it's only an insult to you, because nobody can be a better you. Your competition should be you. Don't let what anybody else is doing in their life like dim your light, because they could never do anything. They could never do half of what it is that you do based off of your experiences and the things that you've experienced. And that's just what it is, and that's the beauty. And the same could be very well for you. Like, you could do something similar, but it might not be the exact same as that person. And why in the fuck would you want it to be the same as somebody else's? Is that we're not in a cookie, like, society wants us to think that it is a cookie cutter thing, but it's the fuck not. Your goals and your dreams and the things that you want to work on are solely yours. God gave them to you so that you could fulfill that prophecy. And that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? And then we have, remember you are worth your biggest desires, dear. And that's how that goes. Choosing peace over pain. I saw that again. Peace over illusions. And it says, if you think I am, then I have no desire to clear shit up, period. We're just not doing it. Together, find, count, divine 22 times for money. It's important for us to stay in our own lane. And it's easy for us, again, to fall out of our lane and think that we have to have the same life as someone else. Or an example of that too was that I was watching on, I think it's TLC. There's these two twin girls, Stacy and Darcy, and that show's pretty good. It can be low vibrational sometimes, but I like them. I think they're cute ladies, and every now and again when I'm not so tapped into my spiritual shit, Like, I'll watch some mundane shit, but even whenever I'm watching the most mundane of shit, I can see, you know, the bigger picture, or I can find some sort of spiritual meaning. Let me not ramble on about that. Anyways, basically, I don't know if it was Stacy or one of them, but they're twins, and they went to go visit their cousin in Miami, and she married an NBA player, and she has the quote unquote perfect family, and Stacy, or Dark, I don't know which one, I think it was Stacy, but anyways, was feeling away. Like, she was happy for her cousin, but she felt sad that she didn't have that on her own, because the man that she's with is a fucking mooch. And Spirit says, it's the choices that you make that reflect your character, dear, as I'm talking about this. And it just had her feeling away, and a lot of that is because there's something inside of her that's lacking. She's not getting everything that she needs. Like, she's bomb as fuck. They have their own boutique. They dress bomb as fuck. Their body's nice. They're cute, but none of that means nothing if you're not really fucking working on yourself, and if you don't have a deep appreciation for yourself, and if you're not really working on yourself and doing that self-love work. Like I'm always preaching, I'm always gonna preach. Two things that you can always count on me to fucking preach on is self-love first, and therapy, and anything else that is therapeutic to you that'll raise your vibration to reprogram yourself, because a lot of this shit is programmed. It was programmed from our parents. It was programmed from birth for us, and depending on your age, like, it gets worse and worse every year. Like, I feel bad for kids that are in high school now, because the stress and social media and the way that it portrays you to, like, you have to have a certain life, you have to wear this. Back in the day when I was growing up, the most that you had to do was wear Jordans, and I never fucking wore Jordans. Like, I've never even owned a pair of Jordans. My kids have, all of them have, but I haven't. Like, I'm not, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't ever own a pair, because there are some that I think are cute, but I don't like regular shit, and I don't like fitting in. So I just said all that to say, appreciate where you are in life. And I'm saying this to myself too, because it's easier said than done. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things about myself that I could change. Like, if I had the money to go get a fucking to go get my body done, my boobs, get a tummy tuck and all that good shit, I would go quick. Maybe even a BBL, but like, I don't even want anything like dramatic, because I don't want to look like everybody else. I just want to make my body better, like, but not in the way of like looking the fuck like everybody else. You know what I mean? I want what I want, but I don't want it to look like what everybody else's shit looks like. Like, I want to get my teeth done, but I don't want them big ass horse teeth like everybody else has. You know what I mean? I don't like to look the same as everybody else, because I'm not the same. Like, sometimes I get pissed off looking at people like that do their makeup and shit, because everybody looks the same, and I hate looking the same. Like, I don't want to look the same. I don't want to look like the typical bad bitch. Like, what y'all don't know is that I've been on this shit. I've been doing my makeup since I was 11. I don't know, like, why I feel like I need to rant. I don't know. My shadow is like, she's getting pissed off, but simmer down. You are valid. You are heard. Favorable outcomes, bless, jewel, shine, raise your vibration. Yes. So I just wanted to hop on and let everybody know that comparing yourself to someone else's life is an insult to you. Comparing yourself, period, is an insult to you. You deserve everything that you fucking desire. Like, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. Stop fucking counting. Stop thinking that you have to control every fucking thing. And this goes to me too, because I start to get anxious and shit, because I feel like shit needs to be a certain way, and it doesn't. Like, we're never going to be able to be where it is that we want to be, or get where we want to get, if we don't recognize that from darkness comes light. Like, you cannot have one without the other. They have to coexist. It just is what it is. All right. I might come back on for another video in a little bit, but I gotta go run this errand real quick. Let me see. I just dropped a card. Don't mind my big ass forehead in the camera. Forgiving others and situations to let go and invite in love. And we still got money. Spirit says find a way or an excuse to get that money or get whatever it is that you feel like you want to obtain. And stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Don't compare yourself. A lot of these people pretend like they're happy and they're not. Please understand that. I feel like if you understand that, like, it will take you so much further, because you will not feel like you need to you won't desire to compare yourself to anybody else. Anyways, ouch. I am Magical Shantae 888, and I am out.